So this one was requested. Up until then, I'd never really heard of this place. I've never heard of Jarry Park before. Um, I like to thought I knew a lot about stadiums and the history of Major League Baseball stadiums, but somehow or another, I never heard of this place before. And so once somebody requested it, and at first I thought it was maybe a minor league stadium or something like that, and I looked it up, and lo and behold, it was original home of the Montreal Expos up until 1976, I think. Yeah, and it only seated 28,000, but it looked like a pretty simple stadium to design, which was one of the reasons I jumped on it, because I knew it wouldn't take very long to make, and I think this might have took me an hour. I probably spent more time with the wall here than anything else. But I did get the dimensions right. I don't have them offhand, but they're pretty well exact to what the field was. And you can see the seats are in the outfield and behind home plate. I end up replacing all of those at the end because if you look at any photos, there's no concrete backing like these ones have, and I didn't really pay attention to it when I was first building this place. And here I'm just adding concrete around the stadium. Not really a lot of photos to work with this place. It was more content than I had for Ebbets Field, but still not exactly, and for not having a clue about this place, I think it came together pretty good. And I like how the whole thing was a very simple design for the outfield and nothing complex. It was a lot like Metropolitan Stadium. A lot like making that one anyway. I thought this wall here was a nice little touch. I wish it was white and blue, checkered or whatever you want to call it, like you see in the photos, but fortunately all they really had to work with was concrete. And I'm not sure how often it's going to show up on camera during home runs or whatever camera shots. In this little corner right there, I really wanted to add like a couple of vehicles, a couple trucks. So I don't get why they don't have any vehicles on here. And then this part, I totally roll my eyes with this one. So if you look at the photos of the place, you can see it looks to be a giant swimming pool out there in the right field. Well, on the other side of the wall, but of course there is no swimming pool on the game, at least not anything of that size. So I went with something that could look like a swimming pool with the color, I guess. And I guess they turned the place into a tennis court or something now, but so whether it's a swimming pool out there or a tennis court, it is what it is. But I tried to just find something that looked blue that could look like water, and there's nothing. The water slide thing could have worked, except, the water slides. So, and I probably could have added some more tennis courts out there, but it is what it is. And now I was just adding the scoreboard. At this point, I'm just looking around to see what else I can add. I think I was looking to add either a parking lot or some trees. Because obviously the place is called Jarry Park, and it just looks like it's a big multi-purpose park. And if you look in the outfield, anything from this park, you can see trees off in the distance. Maybe the most annoying piece on here to deal with moving around might be the parking lot. I swear I have more trouble with that than anything else. It's like a constant battle with the camera to place the parking lot anywhere you want to, especially when you're picking it, not when you're just selecting it to try and move it. But it does surprise me here that they don't offer the Canadian flag, considering you got the Blue Jays in the game. And not only do they not offer the Canadian flag, they don't even offer flags for each team, which is surprising. But I'm just trying to place these as close to the batter's eye as I can. And then I add a little wall piece to the back of it. Not that it's something that I needed to add, but just something to, so the flags aren't just floating in thin air. So there was a nice little touch I added. In the photos I seen, it shows a soccer field. It might also be used as a football field or something, so it works either way. I think they have a soccer field on here, but I went with the football field anyway, and added some bleachers around it, and then I added some lights to it. Again, I don't know if the football field is anything that's going to show up, but it's such a bare bones stadium that I had a fun time here just adding just extra little things around the park, like this I don't know, probably high school football stadium, I guess you could say. I don't know if it was just a community soccer field or what it was. Here I'm just adding some little touches to the stadium that I noticed. And this is just a concourse thing that you just turn inside out or whatever, and looks like a little addition onto the stadium here. And at this point, I'm just trying to figure out what else I can add in here, because I had really no ideas. Again, I would have liked to have put some cars or some trucks or something parked over here off in the distance, but the only option you get is the parking lot. So the plan with this piece here was to make it look like, you know, if you're walking into the stadium, I guess, or just a little added dimension. And that's kind of what the fence is, I guess. I mean, it would make sense to have a little fence around the field area or the light tower. And again, it just adds a little dimension to the field. And I don't think that from the photos that I had to work with this stadium, it probably doesn't do it any justice compared to what if somebody had actually been to this park quite a few times and really knew what it looked like. They could probably do a better job with the little details than what I had to work with anyway. And like I said earlier in the video, I removed all the seats that had that concrete backing right there, just to make it look more what it was supposed to look like, I guess. Surprised there wasn't more signs around this stadium. The only one I could really see was there down the left field line, obviously outside of the scoreboard. And I really wish that building wasn't there. That's pokes out over there over the left field seats. When I play home run derby, you can really see it. And here I'm just trying to giving a little view around the park. You can see that building there hangs out over left field. I think everything that, and you can see kind of that building over the batter's eye there. Like all the other buildings look, they look okay, I guess. But those two just happen to show up, or happen to really stand out. But anyway, I had a fun time making this rather simple stadium. So leave a comment, leave a like. Thanks for watching. I hope you have fun with this stadium. It's online and available to download along with all the other ones I've made so far.